Good evening, comrades. Welcome to our third section of promotion training program. First section we have discussed about CASA product. Second section we have discussed regarding MSME. So that MSME topic we are continuing today because this is a big topic. So we have to understand the concept, and in this area we are expecting more questions also. And again, this 23rd there will be a section for a government sponsored scheme. And again, Saturday, Sunday, next Saturday and Sunday also, sections will be there regarding balance sheet analysis. And again, one section will be there next week for Forex. So please be connected with us. And comrades, irrespective of union association, everybody can join it. It is for all. There is no restriction as such. So I welcome Sivakumar Duraipandy. I don't want to introduce him again because last two classes he has already, all of you are aware that. So, and also our comrade Avijit Pandey, he is the moderator of this program. So I request comrade Sivakumar to start the section and Avijit Pandey to moderate the section. Thank you.
Thank you, comrade. Thank you, comrade Bennet Sebastian, General Secretary of CBOF. I think we can start the session now. Whether people are able to view the screen? Kindly confirm, sir. Whether people are able to...
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is it full screen or off screen, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Fine. Okay. Yes. Dear comrades, I think on 16th we had a session on MSME part 1. Just to let us have a small recap of that. So we go for the today's session. Just have a small recap what we have seen on that day. What we had seen. We started with the investment and turnover, that method to arrive at the classification of the enterprise, micro, small and medium. Then we discussed about the UDM registration portal, then private sector lending, and thereabout thereafter informal micro enterprises, IMEs, and then UDM assist portal and UACs, UDM assist certificate, and UDM assist certificates, and what is the procedure to register UDM registration, what are the mandatory documents for that. And then we have discussed about the graduation, reverse graduation, based on the updation of the financial details, GST returns in the UDM registration portal. And then we have discussed about the exclusions in the investment. While arriving at the investment, what are all the things we have to exclude so that the enterprises can be classified under micro, small and medium enterprises accordingly. And classification of private sector, that also we discussed on that. So now today we are going to see this some of the few points we have discussed on that day also. So like for example, we discussed about co-lending model on between bank and NBFC. This co-lending model where you have seen is on lending and co-lending. Yes, this co-lending model. This we are going to see targets, other things. So I think we can go for today's session. Yes, comrades. So as we already discussed, private sector lending having various targets, like bank should ensure 40% of the adjusted net bank credit A and BC, or the credit equivalent amount of the off-balance sheet exposure, whichever is higher. So the bank is mandated to ensure the private sector advances should be 40%, should not less than 40%. So in that 40%, what are all the sectors to be lent? That is also another classification. Since the session is about MSME, we are concentrating only on MSME. In a separate session, when we discuss about the entire private sector, we will discuss what all the sectors comes under private sector. Now the MSME, we are concentrating only on MSME. Let us see what are all the sub targets on it. So now, as per the Prime Minister's task force on MSME, each branch or a bank should ensure 20% of year-on-year growth to micro and small enterprises. The definition is very clear: micro and small. So medium is not available here. That you have to ensure. You should not get confused with the word medium. So only for micro and small enterprises, 20% year-on-year growth should be there. And one more point is achieve 10% annual growth in the number of micro enterprises accounts. It is a number of accounts. So two targets are given to the bank. by the Prime Minister's task force. One is 20% of year-on-year growth on the micro and small enterprises loan, credit to the micro and small enterprises. And next target is 10% annual growth in the number of micro enterprise accounts. This is very two important targets to the bank. So in order to ensure increased share of micro enterprises, what are the other targets? What are the other facilities? What are the other kind of instructions available? Out of the 60% of the total lending to the micro and small enterprises sector, it's a total lending to the micros and small enterprise sector. It should be 60% should be to the micro enterprises. So MSE means micro and small enterprise. So M is micro, S is small. So in case of total lending to micro and small enterprises, 60% of the per quarter should go to micro enterprises. Then bank is not supposed to take collateral security. That I think most of you are aware. Up to 10 lakhs, we should not take any micro collateral security for micro and small enterprises. Again here, MSC sector only, not for medium. Whereas in case of PMGB scheme administered by the KVAC, Khadi Village Industries Corporation, I think there are various schemes. KVAC is sanctioning through PMGPs. So through KVAC, there are various PMG schemes are getting sanctioned. So such scheme for all the units, here there is no distinction like micro, small or medium. For all the units up to 10 lakhs there won't be any collateral. So the collateral fee loans up to 10 lakhs, normally we should not take any collateral for micro and small enterprises. Whereas in case of PMGB loans administered by the KVACs, the loans up to 10 lakhs we should not collect any collateral for all the units, not only for micro and small. This one classification is very important. Then all those loans should be covered under a credit guarantee scheme that very well, CGTMSE, CGFMO, all these things that we'll see in a separate chapter. Then RBI has advised the banks to ensure at least one specialized MSME branch in each district. This is on mandatory guidelines. So in this way, bank has introduced MSME Sulabhs in almost all districts. Wherever MSME Sulabhs are not able to open, we are giving bank is open specialized MSME branch. And bankers have been permitted to categorize their general branches where 60% of their advances goes to MSME. So if the total advances, out of total advances, 60% of the advances goes to MSME, then the bank can classify that branch as a MSME branch, specialist MSME branch. Once I worked in a branch that were advances was up to 70% was some MSME, so it was general branch. Later it was classified to MSME branch. So like that, so many branches are there. Then government policy also mandates the bank should ensure the MSME, specialist MSME branch in each clusters, identify clusters and centers. For example, there may be some industries, leather industries, jute industries, some specific or cement industries, somewhere some clusters will be there. In such spaces also, bank should open specialized MSME branches. This is another government guidelines. So out of the total target of 40% that we have discussed, that 7.5% should go to the micro enterprises on quarterly basis. This is an important sub-target. This we have to see. So 7.5% of the total target should go to micro enterprises. This is one of the important targets, sub-target under the pre-asset classification. Then what are the institutional frameworks available in our bank? This is another, there may not be many questions on this, but at least we should know what are all the offices available in the bank, what are all the wings, departments available in the bank for MSME lending. We have MSME wing at head office, and below MSME head office we have, I think the Roman letter should have been one here, some small correction. So under MSME wing head office, what are all the units available? SME business unit, SME credit group, SME monitoring and rehabilitation center, CGTMSE vertical. In CGTMSE vertical, there are two wings. One is CGTMSE, CGC, SSD, and PM Vishwakarma, and another looks after CGFMU and GSL portfolio. And MSME Sulabh monitoring cell, government sponsor scheme cell, MSME, and then in circle offices, MSME section and circle offices, general advice section, regional offices, then MSME Sulabh. So MSME Sulabh will sanction loans about 25 lakhs, and there will be specialized MSME branches. And in each state, there will be a state-level inter-constitutional committee. In some states, this may not be there, just to deal with the problems of that rehabilitation of the sick and micro and small units. Some states may be having these units. It's called state-level inter-institutional committee, SLIAC. Some states may have it, some states may not have it, but this is a existing framework in many states. Then comes the import committees on MSMEs. So what is an import committees on MSMEs? That it consists of the regional heads of RBI, chairman, he is the chairman of the committee, and members comes from SLBC state level banker committee, convener, and senior officers from the banks having predominant share in the MSME financing in that state. Representative of SIDBI, Small Industry Development Corporation, Bank of India, regional office, and DAC, Director of Industries of state governments, and one or two senior representatives of from MSME associations like it is like each district will having some associations for MSME units, so they should also participate, and a senior office from the State Finance Corporation and State Industry Development Corporation. This is the Emperor Committee on MSMEs in many decision making like PMEGP and KVAC and many proposal sanctioning. This Emperor Committee will have a say, and many major decisions for a state this Emperor Committee will take. So this is a questions may not come, but at least to know what is the institutional framework available for MSMEs. That for that reason, just wanted to convey this to you. Okay, now comes the important thing. So now what is happening? MSME customers are coming, whereas we are receiving applications and sanctioning the loans or rejecting the loans, or we keeping it pending, something like that. But as per the policy, any loan applied by the customer, any application received, MSME application received by the branch, which is complete in all aspects, not just the application form. The application form should consist of all the KYC documents. If it is a MSME loan, term loan, then you should have that questionnaire, that quotation, and then projections. And if it is existing unit, the ITR should be there for last 3 years. If it is a new unit, then the new registration certificate should be there. And in case of machinery purchase, quotation should be there. Account statements, if they are having any other account statement should be there. Current account statement of other banks. So application supported with all the required documents. If they submit, from that day onwards, the application should be considered, because there will be a separate timeline for sanctioning of each for MSME loan. There's a specific timeline. So we have to follow the timeline. We should not breach the timeline. It's a very important condition, because RBI is very much insisting on that. We will call it TAT. So from when this particular date we will calculate, that is very important. It's just like that customer may say, I have given the application 10 days back, 20 days back. So for that, clear picture should be there. For that only, we have a clear guidelines. So NB 139 register is there. The register is called Loan Application Receipt Register. There we can enter the details. For example, if suppose a customer has submitted his application, and with all the documents, then you can give a receipt acknowledgement by after entering in the register, mentioning what all the documents they submitted. They should mention that date of the receipt, all these things, and what are all the documents they submitted along with the application also. It is the entry. So from that date onwards only, the calculation of the time that will be calculated. So very importantly, the acknowledgement will be called as a token of service. This definition they may ask in the question. It is a token of service. So once you receive the application, you have to enter in the NB 139. And after that, suppose you are sanctioning the loan or rejecting the loan, there you have to update the status of the loan also. So you have to, if you are sanctioning, you have to mention the sanctioning date in the register. Suppose you are rejecting the loan, you have to mention the date of the rejection or disposal. It's very important. I think now with labs also they have introduced now. So you can utilize labs also for the purpose. Now what is, we have to punch in labs. Once any customer submits, you can straight away punch in the application, the labs, and from that date automatically labs will be the date will calculate. But before punching in labs, ensure that the customer submits all the required documents, not just the application form. So you have to be very careful on that. Just by submitting the application, doesn't mean that he has submitted the application. It's an application only if it is called as submitted. If it is submitted along with all the required documents, that's very important. Then comes the guidelines on rejection of MSME credit facilities. Very important points, because now branches are rejecting or lodging or something like that proposals without following the guidelines. Suppose any complaint goes, in that case, branches may be into trouble. So what is the guidelines for, specific guidelines for disposal of rejection of the MSME credit facilities? So loan applications of SC/ST customers, it shall not be rejected at the branch level, and such rejections shall be by the next higher authority only. This is very, very important. So any SC/ST customer, if he or she submits a MSME loan application, it should not be rejected by the branch. If at all the proposal is not good, branch cannot reject. It can only send to the next authority with the reasons, all these things for these reasons. Then the next authority will take a call, and the next authority can only reject the proposal. It's very, very important. So please don't go for rejecting any proposal submitted by any customer who is from a scheduled caste or scheduled tribe community. Very, very important. How to arrive at that? That is very important. How do you know? Because we cannot straight away ask any customer, oh, what is your community? It will be a awkward situation. So better what we can do, those proposals coming through some government sponsored schemes, for example, THADCO kind of proposals in each state. Tamil Nadu THADCO will be there. Karnataka, I think Valmiki on this thing will be there. Similarly, there are each state will have their own state level agencies for forwarding the applications, government sponsored schemes for specifically for the CST community. So any application forwarded through that particular organizations, you can straight away construe that it is from that for that community. So straight away you can forward. If at all you are sanctioning, you can sanction or recommend for sanction. If at all you don't want sanction or some don't want sanction since the documents submitted which are not in accordance to the banking guidelines, then you can recommend for rejection to the next authority. That is very important. Suppose the loan is not coming through that kind, any agencies. So in that case, application form, any kind of application form will be there. In the application form, you can ask the customer to fill the category also. Based on that, you can take a decision. Suppose the customer has ticked so and so category, then you can ask for any proof of or something and verify that. In that case, after verification, you can take a decision. Okay, you can sanction, or if you're rejecting, you are there to reject, forward to the next authority. So this you can take decision. Be cautious while taking this. And in case of government sponsor schemes, if the branch manager is rejecting, see, not all the government sponsored schemes are for specific community. There may be government sponsored gender for all people also. So in such cases, if the branch is rejecting the proposal, in that case, it should record in that register. And the controlling authorities, executives during the visit to the branch, they have to verify what all these loans came from government sponsor, government department, government sponsor schemes, and what are the reasons were rejected. Those things should be verified. These are all the existing guidelines which every branch and every office should follow. The rejection of the credit proposals from MSME is subject to concurrence of next higher authority. It is very important. So now see that for SCST, the rejection shall be with the next higher authority. But in case of credit proposal MSME, micro, small, and medium enterprises, you can reject, but you should have to get a concurrence from the next higher authority. So very important. So suppose you are not willing to sanction because of the documents or not in accordance with the banking guidelines, then you can reject subject to concurrence. So in that case, you have to send the documents, everything, all the and your recommendation, what is the reason for rejection, all these things, you can send to the next authority, and that authority only can concur with the decision. So you will have to reject and send the communication to the next authority. The next authority will concur your decision, and thereafter you can communicate the rejection to the MSME. So this is another important point. Then this is in any proposal, like it may be a CST proposal or any MSME proposal or whatever proposal it be. If that proposal comes under the power of the Credit Approval Committee (CAC) or Management Committee of the board, if the proposal has to be rejected, then it can be rejected by the MD and CEO of the bank or ED in the absence of MD and CEO. This is very important. So CAC or MC. Any proposal falling under the power of this credit approval committee or the management committee of the board. Suppose the proposal to be rejected in any grounds, it may be of any category, it may be from the government sponsor scheme or from any particular committee, there is no restriction on it. Such cases, such loans will be rejected by only by MD and CEO of our bank or the ED of the bank in absence of the MD and CEO. Another important point here to be noted is all the credit proposals, export credit proposals, credit proposals related to exports. If any officers want to reject it, whether any branch or any specialized branch or anyone want to reject the proposal, then the particular details should be shared to the MD and CEO to the concerned wing at HO. So any export related credit proposals, if you are rejecting, kindly communicate. So don't keep any oral communication. If you are receiving any credit proposal from the export-oriented company, straight away you process it. If you are rejecting, means straight away you will communicate to the RO through CEO, and it should go to the MD office. It should be communicated as per the MSME policy. The proposals, these two guidelines are very important because nowadays one customer may apply in the name of he may apply a loan and it may be rejected by some office and he will go to some other branch and apply and he will try to get sanctioned because we will not be knowing anything when he applied or not. So for that reason only branch should ensure if any customer comes and apply a loan, better we'll maintain the register or in the labs better because the record will be available. So suppose a loan is rejected by a higher authority. Let us assume a loan was rejected by a AGM of RO, and in case it's again it is recommended, and the loan amount, for example, the initially loan amount was recommended for some 1 crore or 1 crore, and it was coming into the power of MSME of AGM, and subsequently the loan was rejected, and once again the loan was applied for 20 lakhs, and it comes under the power of the branch manager. So see, this is a scenario. Let us assume the loan was, I'm just typing. So who is the sanctioning authority now? This is the question. This is the scenario. The customer has applied for a loan of 1 crore and rejected by the Sulabh AGM. And after that, the customer again, after rejection, is applied for only 20 lakhs, same proposal, and under the branch powers. But in this case, the branch cannot sanction loan. That is very important. That's what. Yeah. Saurabh sir, yeah, tell me, sir. Yes, sir. Speak, sir.
MSME Sulabh.
Yes, sir.
MSME Sulabh has to sanction the proposal.
Also, the next higher authority.
Next higher authority. That is what I'm telling. If the AGM Sulabh is headed by the DGM, then DGM can sanction. Correct, na? That is what. See, this is the scenario, sir. Okay. So this is what, but what is happening actually is not is otherwise, correct? Because we are not having any data to ensure the customer has applied a loan or nothing or like that. So that's why we have to maintain a proper record for all these things. Okay, sir. Okay, fine. This is the one thing. Similarly, in case of Jansamarth portal. So Jansamarth portal, you know, Jansamarth it's called national portal. So we will deal with in the next slide. Like Jansamarth, in that case also, so only the next authority shall can sanction reject the proposal received as Jansamarth portal, and the powers of rejection are under. Because it's a Jansamarth portal, even education loans also can be applied to Jansamarth portal. Since education loans comes under power of RAH, and RAH head is the sanction authority for the education loans, so he can sanction the Jansamarth portal loan, education loans and housing loans, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana loans applied through the Jansamarth portal. Suppose if the loans to be rejected, the RH head cannot reject. The next authority will be AGM RO, credit approved committee. It's very important. The question may come on this. So if the RH head is a sanction authority for a Jansamarth portal, any loan applied through Jansamarth portal, then the rejection authority is AGM of ROCS. In case of ROs, if the loans comes under the power of DM ROCAC and the loan has to be rejected, then it can be rejected only by AGM of RO credit approved committee. If the DM, in that case, rejection can be done only DM ROCAC. And if it is RO AGM, if the it is the AGM, this is what is DGM rejected by DGM ROCAC. Within this also RO authority only. So DGM ROCAC is RO authority, AGM ROCAC also RO authority. But in case of RO headed by the AGM, who is the AGM, in that case, if the proposal falls under the power of the AGM RO circle credit approved committee, in that case, the rejection can be done only by DGM of circle, the very COCAC. So this difference you should know. And in case the proposal falls under the power of DGM ROCAC for the RO set by the DGM. Then the authority for rejecting the proposal is GM, sometimes like we call DGM COCAC, the complication may come. Is definitely next authority. So the authority scale only determines the power of rejection. So DGM ROCAC, if the proposal falls under the power of a DGM ROCAC, in that case the proposal can be rejected only by the general manager headed COCAC. Yes. Now we'll discuss about the Jansamarth portal. So Jansamarth portal, no branch can reject any sanction or reject. Both branches don't have any power, except RH branches do not have any power to either sanction or reject the proposal. So now we'll discuss why Jansamarth is so important and so unique. So Jansamarth portal will also be called as national portal. So the base circular for this is 103 by 2022. You can note it. And subsequent modifications are there, but base circular is 103 2022 only. So it was introduced by DVFS with two twin objectives. One, to bring to give the public a reach in accessing all the credit-linked government schemes, because most of the governments won the schemes, subsidy-related schemes, by central government. The Indian government wanted to ensure the public is able to access the credit facilities through a single portal, so that if suppose the customer want to apply for an education loan, he can log into Jansamarth portal. If a customer want to apply for agriculture infrastructure, he can apply through Jansamarth portal. If suppose a customer want to avail a weaver's card, he can apply through Jansamarth portal. He want to avail a Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, he can apply for it through Jansamarth portal. So all the centrally sponsored, not credit-linked government schemes can be applied to through the Jansamarth portal. That is the first objective for this scheme, for this portal. Second is to streamline the delivery process by creating integrated architecture, like all the civil credit information companies, financial institutions, so that the public can apply and any entity, any financial institution can take a decision so that the public will benefit. So two different objectives for the for advertising this. There are 13 schemes eligible. Can be applied. Many other scheme was added, sub scheme has been added. Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana, I think people are aware. Stand Up India, Weavers Credit Card, Self-Employment Scheme for Rehabilitation of Manual Scavengers, SRMS, Agricultural Marketing Infrastructure, AMI. See, these AMI, AC, ABC, this will be discussed in a separate for agricultural schemes. For other time, we'll discuss all these things. Agricultural Marketing Infrastructure, Agri Clinics and Agri Business Centers, Agriculture Infrastructure Fund, National Urban Livelihood Mission, National Rural Livelihood Mission. These two schemes are essentially oriented schemes, self-help oriented. So NUL, then Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, this housing loan, education loan, normal education loan with CSIS subsidy. So this is now the management quota loans cannot be applied through this. That you please note. So nobody can apply a loan of without CSI subsidy through Jansamarth portal. Only those who can secured the seat through meritorious process and the loan is available for eligible for CSIS, then they can apply through CSIS. So Jansamarth portal. And education loan Padha Pradesh, this is for foreign studies, and education loan Dr. So 13 schemes, business centers, AC, ABC, Agriculture Infrastructure Fund, AAF, National Urban Livelihood Mission, NULM, National Rural Livelihoods Mission, NRLM, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, PMAY, Education Loan with CSIS, Education Loan Padha Pradesh, Education Loan Dr. Ambedkar, CSIS, OBC, EBC. These are the 13 schemes which can be applied through the Jansamarth portal. Now the loan sanctioned under Jansamarth portal by the regional office shall be placed before next authority at RO or review committee at circle. So here we have seen the rejection. Oh, what about review? So that is what, if RH head has sanctioned the loan, then it comes to RO for review. Similarly, if the RO AGM ROCSE is sanctioned the loan, it comes to DGM ROCSE for review. If the AGM ROCSE headed by RO, AGM headed RO, then it will go to the DGM COCSE for review. Similar that only. So it will be reviewed by the next authority. So review committee is circle office, but we have to see the review committee in credit monitoring policy. Review committee will be different, where the review committee comprises of CRC. We'll call it as CRC. We won't call CAC. It will be called CRC. So in credit monitoring policy, we can we will, while discussing, we'll let you know the CRC committees. So at present, you just keep it in mind. The loan can be sanctioned only by RAH and regional offices and should be sanctioned by, reviewed by the ex authority at RO or review committee at circle office. So now we come to the very important and latest thing which is happening across the banks, all the banks all over India. This is called co-lending model. So in the first session we have discussed. So what are all the facilities which can be classified under private sector? So here we have discussed the loans loans under co-lending model, arrangement of RBI for lending to MSMEs with all registered non-banking finance companies, including housing finance companies, based on a prior agreement. So all these loans will also be considered under private sector. So we are just going to discuss now about the model. Okay, fine. So the co-lending is nothing but bank in tie-up with the NBFC will lend through the NBFC, and repayment also NBFC will do it and NBFC will give back to the bank. So this is the basic. There are different two, three models are there. We will discuss the model one by one. Now we will discuss only about the co-lending. So how many NBFCs as on date bank is having tie-up? There are 4 NBFCs. One is Indiabulls Commercial Credit Limited. Please note down the names because questions may come with some small changes also. Indiabulls Commercial Credit Limited. And the agreement was signed master agreement. Master agreement means agreement between the NBFC and the bank on 17/8/2021. And the name of the Sulabh is MSME Sulabh Central Delhi branch, where you can apply. This is the branch. Okay. This is not required. This Sulabh branch and all is not needed. This code and all is not needed. Just you should have the basic knowledge about NBFCs and the product name, if possible, product name. So Indiabulls Commercial Credit Limited is one of the important NBFC. The product name will be called co-lending with Indiabulls Commercial Credit Limited. Then Lending Card Finance Limited. So the Lending Card Finance Limited is extending loan, which will be called CLM. Canara CLM Samarth. Those Canara CLM Samarth will be extended to the borrowers through Lending Card Finance Limited. This you please note this. Then Proteum Finance Limited. See the names, Proteum Finance Limited and the co-lending with MS Proteum Finance Limited. This is the product name. Incred Financial Service Limited. Incred Finance Service Limited. Again, it will be the product name of the co-lend. That product is co-lending with Incred Financial Services. These are the 4 NBFCs: Indiabulls Commercial Credit Limited, Lending Card Finance Limited, Proteum Finance Limited, Incred Financial Services Limited. Okay, fine. Now we'll discuss the 2 different products extended by banks to the MSME borrowers through the NBFCs. One is MSME CLM Lab. So through this scheme, the bank will finance term loans only and only for MSMEs. And the starting amount is 10 lakhs. The maximum amount is 10 crores. So the bank can lend from 10 lakhs to 10 crores, 10 lakhs to 10 crores to MSMEs, and only a term loan only can be lent through this scheme. And this MSME CLM Lab can be done only through the co-lending model. Maximum tenure up to 10 years, including maximum moratorium up to 3 months. So you see, in MSME loan, mostly we don't have that tenure beyond 7 years. In bank, generally we won't sanction above 7 years. I think you may agree to that. But in here, there is a maximum tenure of 10 years, including moratorium. Maximum moratorium 3 months they are giving. So this is one important difference. So you should not think if a question comes with 10 years, they should not think there is no repayment for 10 years in MSME. In case of MSME CLM Lab, the maximum tenure is 10 years and the maximum moratorium is 3 months. A minimum of 20% is a margin. That's another important point they may ask. So what is the minimum margin for this MSME CLM Lab? So the minimum is 20% of the accepted project cost. So these are the 4 important features in case of CLM Lab. It can be lent for only term loan and to form create assets, and for only for MSMEs, micro, small, medium, all the three is eligible. And the minimum amount can be lent is 10 lakhs, and the maximum amount is 10 crores. And tenure is maximum up to 10 years, including a monetary of maximum. It can be given only up to 3 months. And the margin is minimum 20%. Minimum 20% for the lending card finance limited. You just keep it in mind. Canara Jansamarth. So this particular product, you see that to finance the working capital needs, whereas here asset creation. So the difference is there. Term loan for asset creation. This Jansamarth is for working capital needs of the MSME client based on the cash flow with the business of last minimum 6 months. So minimum 6 months turnover should be there. Based on the last 6 months, one minimum 6 months turnover. Also, you see tenability of more than 12 months to 36 months. So though it is working capital, in case of bank, we are giving only 1 year. So any working capital limit, we are giving only 1 year only, and every year we have to renew the limit. That is the case. But in case of this Jansamarth, you see though the requirement is, though the the need is for working capital, the loan is for to meet the working capital needs of the MSME client, but we are giving a tenure of 12 months to 36 months, starting from more than 12 months to 36 months. It's like a term loan. So like you need not renew the limit for 3 years, no? So like that. So tenability of more than 12 months to 36 months. This is another important feature difference between our product and the co-lending model. And the nature of facilities is unsecured business loan up to 10 lakhs. There is no collateral and all for this. That's called unsecured. So maximum 10 lakhs one. So this is an important feature for Jansamarth. So again, I repeat these two schemes: MSME and CLM Lab for to meet the term loan requirements, and it for asset creation only for MSMEs. And this minimum amount is 10 lakh, maximum amount is 10 crores. Tenure is maximum up to 10 years, including a moratorium of maximum 3 months. And the margin is minimum 20%. Whereas in case of Jansamarth, Canara Jansamarth, it is for to meet the working capital needs of the MSME clients. And based on the minimum 6 months, it's not last 6. It is not last 6 months. It is minimum 6 months that history should be there for any MSME client to arrive at the eligibility. So nature of facilities, again, unsecured business loan. Again, here loan only, not CC limit. It's a loan only up to a maximum of rupees 10 lakhs. So up to 10 lakhs only we can give, whereas here from 10 lakh to 10 crores. So 10 lakhs, tenability of more than 12 months to 36 months is another important feature. So now comes other guidelines related to this co-lending model. So what is the sharing? Yesterday, I think last session, on Comrade given the clarity. Previously, there was no clarity on the sharing. Now the sharing was 80-20. So suppose a bank is going for a co-lending model, the bank will give only 80% of the loan amount, and the remaining 20% will be given by the NBFC. Suppose a customer is in need of 1 crore, the bank will share 80 lakhs and 20 lakhs will be shared by from the NBFC. That is called 80-20 funding by the bank and NBFC. And method 2 of the model, in co-lending model, there are 2-3 models, but this is a second model. So we will, while discussing the NBFCs, we will discuss. Now we will concentrate only on this co-lending. So method 2 of the model, where NBFCs only will source the proposals. So the proposal source will be sourcing itself will be done by NBFCs, but on what grounds? Like there will be a master agreement, and based on that, the products will be created. So these are the products. So the products will have some features. The NBFCs can only canvas source the proposals in accordance to the products. And once it is secured, and it has to send the proposal to the bank for sanction. And the bank should ensure whether the proposals comes under the product or there are some deviations. In that case, bank will take a decision either to sanction the loan or reject the loan. If it is sanctioned, then bank will communicate the sanction only to the NBFC, not to the customer. That is a very important point. So upfront disbursement only done by the NBFC only here. So that is a method 2 of the model. Method 2 is NBFC only source the proposal in tune with the product and disburse 100% of loan amount to the borrower. So though the sharing of the loan is 80-20, 100% will be disbursed only by the NBFCs after receiving the 80% share of the bank to the escrow account. We'll later. So documents obtained for the appraisal of loan shall be shared with NBFC. So suppose NBFC is receiving a proposal, it will appraise the loan from their end and then will forward that applications along with the documents to the designated branch operational unit. So these are the designated branches. This is a designated branch. This is the operation unit. Either the NBFC will, so the NBFC will forward the application to the branches or a seller, and thereafter the designated branch or the MSME seller will scrutinize the files according to the product and confirm whether the product comes under the product. In that case, they will commit the sanction. Or if the product, if the application is not in accordance to the product, then they will commit the rejection to the NBFCs. So next, if the NBFCs got their approval for the files which are sent, then what they will do? They will assign the approved files in favor of the bank for 80% of the from the bank, 20% will come from NBFC. This is the assignment agreement. Upon execution of the assignment agreement, the bank will open the loan account in CBS. So since we have to disperse, we have the record. We should have the record of the loans. We should have the record of the MSME loans lent even through co-lending model also. So we should have our loan dispersed in our CBS. The loan name, the customer name, everything should be available at our end. But only difference between normal disbursement and the co-lending model disbursement is the final disbursement to the customer will be done by the NBFC, not by the bank. So what bank will do upon execution of the assignment agreement, bank will open an escrow account, and there will be escrow account specifically for disbursement purpose. So what bank will do, will disperse it in CBS and disperse the loan to that disbursement escrow account. After that, NBFC will also sweep out. Sweep out means they will transfer their amount, their portion of that loan, which are 20% of the share, to the same escrow account. Then finally, from that account, it go to the customer. This is called so disbursement will be done now only by NBFC. That is method 2, model 2 method. This 100% of disbursement will be done by NBFC only. Not just disbursement, sourcing also done by NBFC. These two important features of the model 2. So now, okay, you have signed the assignment agreement and the bank has opened escrow account and transferred the amount, and NBFC also transferred their amount to that account. Final disbursement also credited to the customer account. Then what about the recovery? Very important, now, because we have given some 80 lakhs and we have to adjust the recovery proceeds to our loan. So what will happen? Again, the recovery also is done with NBFC here. So what NBFC will do? NBFC will recover the amount, and there will be a separate account for recovery. So document, and before that, one more important point is, before disbursement, we have to execute the documents. So document execution, what is this? This is very important. Documents along with the security mortgage or account will be executed by the borrower in favor of NBFC only. So here everything will be done by NBFC. Only the assignment agreement is only production for us. Assignment agreement and the master agreement was only production for us. Other than that, everything will be done by NBFC. Sourcing will be done by NBFC. Initial processing appraisal will be done by NBFC. Only sanction rejection done by us, and execution of document, including mortgage documents, security documents, will be executed by the customer, borrower in favor of NBFC only, again here also. So after this execution of document, then they will disperse the amount to the customer. Fine. So now for repayment, what is the way of recovering the amount? So an escrow collection account for receiving the repayment is there. So similar to disbursement escrow account, there will be a separate escrow account for collection of amount. So what happened? The repayment will be collected by the NBFCs, and the NBFC, what they will do, once it is credited, so the bank's portion will be appropriated accordingly. For example, 80% of the amount will be appropriated to the bank's portion, 20% will be appropriated to the NBFC portion. So an escrow collection for receiving the payment towards these loans and appropriation same to the loans on the basis of funding ratio. So 80% of that amount, for example, is 1 month, 10,000 the customer pays. What happens? 8,000 should go to the bank's account, 2,000 should go to the NBFC account. So both NBFC as well as the bank will maintain the customer the data, loan numbers. So bank should appropriate out of the 10,000 repayment, the bank will appropriate 8,000 to the bank's account and 2,000 to the NBFC's account. And NBFCs act as a security trustee. So NBFC is not just doing sourcing, disbursement, it is act as a security trustee, because security agreements are signed by, executed by the NBFC only, and service agent, like all the services will be given by the NBFC only, because service because starting from account statement, because it should only NBFC will only reconcile the escrow account. Finally, statement it has to maintain at their record at their end. They have to give the statements to the borrower. So all services till the end of the loan, it should be taken care by the NBFC only. I just have a small example what is co-lending. So the loan amount is required. I think I'm sharing a screen. Just wait. Yes, Saurabh sir, tell me. Saurabh sir, speak sir. Saurabh sir, you want to say something?
Nothing, sir, nothing.
Okay, fine. Just 1 minute. I'm just showing almost screen. Just we'll have a small. Yes. Suppose loan amount required is 1 crore. Method 2. Then it's 80% share and 80-20 is the ratio. Bank NBFC. So 80 lakhs. Bank will credit 80 lakh to escrow. NBFC will give 20 lakh. 1 crore dispersed to borrower. Repayment, for example, repayment comes again same 80-20 only. If 10,000, then 8,000 will go to bank, 2,000 will go to NBFC. Clear now? Is it clear? Any doubts? Comrades, any doubt? Okay, fine.
No, sir.
Oh, fine. Okay. See, now the bank has into a tie-up with one company called Credit Avenue Private Limited. You just note this. Credit Avenue Private Limited is a technical service provider, which has developed a co-lending platform, which is in SAS package only. So I think this SAS package is not need not check all the branches. Need not check just for those branches, at least for the branches which are into tie-up. I mean, the branches which are dealing with the co-lending model, they should have an idea. For that, the bank has entered into it because huge amount is involved in this actually. One more model is an on-lending model that also we'll discuss later. This co-lending model is now because bank is having a low cost funds and NBFC having far reach. So in order to match up only, this particular product was introduced by RBI. So now thing is like, so though it is a RBI promoted one, the bank should have the risk mitigating measures. So we should have also always have the follow up of the credit portfolio of the NBFCs and their balance sheets and their histories and also for that this particular service provider has developed a platform. So through this, the bank can sanction, so that the sanction will communicate to the NBFCs, and there will be dashboard facility to monitor the performance of NBFCs also. And there will be end-to-end solution for processing, sanction, disbursement. It's called business re-engineering, business rule engines, like that. All artificial intelligence kind of thing only. So based on that will be done. And here important. So any repayment schedule, as I already told, 80-20. So the bank book should be in the 80, and the NBFC portion is 20. But overall, 100%. Reconciliation payments, all these things will be taken up by this portal only. This portal is called Credit Avenue Private Limited, UB, which is a technical service provider. And MAS reports also, it can be generated from this one. Okay. So is it clear whatever we discussed so far? And I will go for our next topic. Shall we go?
Yes, sir.
Okay, done. Any doubts or anything is there? Please let me know on this topic. Because next topic which is going is just another important development in the banking. So key fact statement. You knowing KFS recently bank has issued a circular about key fact statement from 1 October 2024. I don't know how many of noticed. Any of us noticed, sir? KFS key fact statement.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. See. So any doubts on this? Whatever we discuss, just let me know so that we go to the next topic. Fine.
Sir, please go ahead.
Yeah, sir. I'm going. We will finish by 10 o'clock. I will not take much time. So please do. Tomorrow we'll continue anyhow because tomorrow we'll have a little bit big session with all the question answers and all. So we will communicate the timing tomorrow. Today we'll try to mind of 10 o'clock. Okay, na? Yes, Chauhan sir, you want to ask something?
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. Tell me, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, under the co-lending procedure, sir, whatever you told, sir, I just wanted
sir.
to ask one thing. Suppose the account
Yes,
is in SMA2 position, sir, and we would require a slightly higher amount than the 80% share that we are eligible for. Sir, can we ask for some more amount from the NBFC from their share of 20% so that the account could be saved, or we have to strictly follow the 80-20 rule?
A
Thank you,
great
sir.
question, sir. It's a very important question also. So what is happening, I tell you, technically what you're asking is correct because we have to prevent the loan from becoming SMA2 or NPA. Okay, na? But point here is a master agreement will be there and the assignment agreement will be there. So all the conditions accordingly only based on that one we can't follow, but most of the NBFCs are not agreeing for that. So I remember a few years back when I were in East Syndicate at that time and all, like one NBFC was sanctioned, but the agreements were changed at that time, like accordingly because they will demand modification of agreements and all. But I don't think such things will happen now. But now NPA, SMA follow-up again, it's recovery is in the hand of the NBFC. We can only push the NBFC and only based on the agreements only we can go ahead. If any clause is there in the agreement, I think we have that clause also. MGFC should have the follow-up. And if not, we have no other option, sir. Able to get me, sir?
Yes, sir. Got it, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. So agreements decide the things. So that's for that KFS. Okay. So key fact statements for loans and advances. See, now this is the important condition. All new retail and MSME term loans sanctioned on or after 1 October 2024, including fresh loans to existing customers, shall comply with the guidelines on issuance of key fact statements in letter and spirit without any exceptions. Please keep this in mind, the date they may ask and what kind of loans. All new retail and MSME term loans. The technical side, because this is an agreement concept, so you should not miss even a single word in this. So key facts of a loan agreement between a registered entity of or a group and a borrower. RE means it's a registered entity, okay, or a group of entities and a borrower are legally significant and deterministic facts that satisfy basic information required to assist the borrower in taking informed financial. The format for the key facts is quoted here. You see the last page. What are all the key facts? These are all the key. So key facts of loan agreement between and are legally significant and deterministic facts that has a basic information required to assist the borrower in taking informed financial decision. This is the definition. And what is a key fact statement? It's a statement of key facts of a loan agreement in simple and easy to understand language, provided to the borrower in a standardized format. The standardized format is provided in the same circulars, 350/2024. You can go through this. In that, what all the things should be there? Annual percentage rate, APR. What is APR? They may ask the definition. APR is the annual cost of credit to the borrower, which includes interest rate and all other charges associated with the credit facility. Very, very important. So annual percentage rate, APR. We should not think it is a rate of interest percentage. It is the annual cost of credit to the borrower, which includes interest rate and all other charges associated with the credit facility. Then equated periodic instrument, EPI. It is not EMI, it is EPI. It is an equated or fixed amount of repayments consisting of both the principal and interest components to be paid by a borrower towards repayment of a loan at periodic intervals for a fixed number of such intervals, and which result in the complete amortization of the loan. EPIs at monthly intervals are called EMI. So this is a very important definition. It is an equated periodic instrument because there may be some term loans which will be paid on half yearly or quarterly or yearly. So that also equated periodic instrument only. So only if the amount is paid in the monthly basis, then we will call it as a EMI. Suppose the loan is monthly and half yearly basis, we cannot call it as EMI. It will be EPA only. So equated periodic instrument is an equated or fixed amount of repayment consisting of both principal and interest component. So it cannot be. So EPA will not come for working capital. To be paid by a borrower towards repayment of a loan at periodical intervals for a fixed number of such intervals, and which result in the complete amortization of the loan. So EPAs at monthly intervals are called EMIs. Again, here fixed amount of repayments is very important. The validity period. It refers to the period available to the borrower after being provided by the KFS by the bank to agree to the terms of the loan. So another important point is validity period. So the borrower should agree to this key fact statement before availing the disbursed amount. So this is another important validity period. Again, applicability already discussed. From 1 October 2024 onwards, all the new retail and MSME term loans, including fresh loans to existing customers, shall comply with the guidelines of issuing key fact statement. Now, what are the other guidelines? Bank shall provide a key fact statement to all prospective borrowers to help. Okay, fine. This is normal thing. As I already told, it in a language understood by the borrowers, and context of the key fact statement shall be explained to the borrower, and an acknowledgement will be obtained to that he understands the same. So most of the agreements are agreements in English only. So in such case, we have to explain the key fact statement and should also get the acknowledgement that that key fact statement was understood by the customer. That acknowledgement is compulsory. The key fact statement, it is not agreement, it is key fact statement. So key fact statement shall be provided with unique proposal number and shall have a validity period of up to 3 working days. This is another important point here. 3 working days for loans having tenure of 7 days or more, and a validity period of 1 working day for loans having tenure of less than 7 days. Then the bank shall be bound by the tenure of the loan indicated on the KFS if agreed to by the borrower during the validity period. So the unique proposal number and validity period of 3 days for loans having tenure of 7 days or more. So any loan with a tenure of 7 days or more, the validity period of the KFS is at least 3 working days. If the validity of the period is less than 7 days and it is KFS, the validity period is only 1 day. You may think how a loan can be sanctioned in 7 days, but this is a concept given by RBI. So don't think too much into it. Just have the idea only. So any loan with a tenure of more than 7 days, the validity period of the key fact statement is at least 3 working days. At least means it can from 1, 2, 3, like maximum. At least 3 working days should be given for the minimum 3 days for having the tenure of 7 days or more, and a validity period of 1 working day for loans having tenure of less than 7 days. So the bank shall be bound by the terms of the loan indicated in the KFS if agreed to by the borrower during the validity period. So if the borrowers agreed for the KFS, then bank is bound to go by that agreement, but KFS only. Suppose if you give any EMI or any interest annual percentage rate or EPI, anything in the format, and the customer agreed for that, then we are bound by that, and tomorrow we cannot change that. So if the customer goes to any forum or RBI, then we will be. So please ensure that whatever you are giving, most I think labs should be provided. I think we will get it in the labs only. Even then, we have to cross-verify all these things before getting signature to the customer. So loan proposal number, sanctioned amount, disbursement schedule, loan term, years, installment data. See the type of installments. Number of here type of means monthly, half yearly, quarter, like that. Number of EPIs. EPI means EMI only in case of monthly installments. What is the amount? Commencement of repayment, post sanction. What is the repayment when it is getting commenced? interest rate and type, fixed or floating or hybrid. Hybrid means both. Some portion will be fixed, some portion will be floating. And additional information because of floating rate of interest. What is the reference benchmark? It is a MCLR or RLR like that. And spread. What is the interest rate? Spread. And final rate total. So reset period is for in case of fixed rate, the reset period will be there. Reset class will be there every 3 years or 1 year. That class that interest will be refixed. And impact of change in reference benchmark. So that it's like based on the benchmark, the basis points will change. This is kind of changes in the based on the sanction terms. Then fees and charges, processing fees. See, insurance fees, they are telling insurance fees, one-time incurring, valuation fees, any others we have to specify. So insurance fees, one-time recurring, not in recurring, it is recurring actually. So we have to mention insurance recurring. Every year we have to deduct the amount, because for example, housing loan insurance or vehicle insurance, we have to deduct the amount, but we cannot exactly give the insurance amount because every year it's subject to change. At that case, you can mention subject to change as per the what do you call the insurance amount fixed by the insurance agent, like that you can mention. And it's paid to a third party. This is payable to the bank, payable to third party through the bank. So this we can mention accordingly. Annual percentage rate, APR, again I told, it is not rate of interest. This APR means total cost. Interest rate, annual cost of credit to the borrower is rate interest rate and all other charges associated with the loan facility. So see, penal charges, other charges, foreclosure charges, charges switching, any other charges, we have to give complete details, and the customer should sign this. So all this will come. So you have to have a fair idea about all the charges of for loan and non-loan facilities. Then only we can give a proper key fact statement. So labs may give, may not give, but we should have a understanding about the charges for credit facility, non-credit facilities. Then only we can confirm that the key fact statement is in order. Okay, so it does not take too much. We can too much time on this. You can go through circle 350 to 124 and you can understand. On illustrations are given here. For example, see a simple thing only you can go through this. And here effective annualized interest rate is there in given. We'll see. Okay, now we stop here. So at least 3 working days for loans having tenure of 7 days or more, and validity period of 1 working day for loans having tenure of less than 7 days. Then the KFS shall also include a computation sheet of annual percentage rate and the amount schedule. This will come automatically from labs. You can generate it. That's what I was telling, that annual that computation sheet will come along with that. The charges occur from borrowers with the bank on behalf of third party is very important. So any third party related charge also you have to mention this. So in all cases where the bank is involved in recovering such charges, the receipts related documents shall be provided to the borrower such payment with reasonable time. See, so many restrictions are there. Please keep it in mind. We have to at least give the receipt or give the insurance copy for the insurance related debits. So please keep it in mind. Any valuation done, receipt for the valuer, or any legal opinion done, the receipt for receipt given by the lawyer, all these things you have to keep it in mind. At least you have to have copy it and you have to give it to the customer. Any fees charges which are not mentioned in the KFS cannot be charged by the bank. It is more like the bill counter things, because in most of the shops you will know if you are not given bills, you consider it as a free like that. If any fees charges which are not mentioned in the KFS, it cannot be charged by the bank to the borrower at any stage in term of without explicit consent of the borrower. Very, very important. So any charge, if the bank collects, any charge the branch collects after KFS, signing the KFS, key fact statement, and that charge is not mentioned in that KFS, then the customer can take you into task. So please be very careful before giving the KFS. You ensure whether the charges which are mentioned in the circular, all the guidelines are properly placed. Then only get the consent. And you can send to the next RO or circle for confirmation also, because if for the branch you are not have any idea, kindly send to the next authority and get the confirmation. Very, very important. And KFS shall also include a summary box to explain that. Okay, this is a summary box only. Credit card receivables are exempted from the provisions containing under the circular. So this is another important class. Credit card receivables are exempted from the provisions contained under the circular. This is the exemptions given for this. Okay. So I think the roles and response is not required. This you can go through it. Fine. I think the key fact statement once again we can just have a summary. So what is the key fact statement? It's nothing but a statement for key facts, and key fact is nothing but the legally significant and deterministic facts. This is a terminology. Legally significant and deterministic facts that's a basic information to assess the borrower to take the informed decision. And KF is the statement of key of facts. In a simple and understand language, provided to the borrowers in a standard format, and the borrower should be understood, and you should get an acknowledgement for having understood the contents. And annual percentage rate is the annual cost of credit to the borrower, which includes interest rate and all the charges associated with the credit facility. Equator periodic instrument is it is like a EMI, but not in EMI is for monthly. It may be for half yearly or quarterly or yearly. It is an equated or fixed amount of repayments consisting of both principal and interest for periodic intervals. And validity period for based on the tenure of the loan, validity period changes. For the tenure of 7 days and above, the minimum validity period is 3 days, 3 working days. Again, 3 working days, not 3 days, 3 working days. And in case of loan tenure of less than 7 days, the validity period is 1 working day. This you have to keep it in mind. And what else? Legally, all the third-party things you have to communicate. Fine. And any charge not mentioned KFS cannot be charged with the bank. Okay. So I think we can conclude for today. And we have the questionnaire session for tomorrow for all the things. And we have further sessions of NBFC also tomorrow. So any questions to be asked, please ask. We have a discussion for another 5-10 minutes. People are able to read, na? Kindly respond. I think. Okay, microphone I switch. Okay, able to read now, sir? Comrades,
sir.
you're able to read. I think.
Yes, sir.
Fine, yes.
Micro.
I'm reading. Yeah, micro, na? Fine, okay.
Yes, sir.
So this is a simple question only. Okay, one by one we'll just start. Okay, na? Just I'm typing next question now. Next question. An enterprise having an investment in the plant and machinery for ₹1 crore and a turnover of ₹4 crore the first year, but updated to ₹10 crore and 50 crore in the next year, respectively. We call this respectively because 10 crore, the investment has increased to 10 crore and turnover has increased to 50 crore next year. What is the classified enterprise in the next second year? Can someone tell?
Micro.
enterprises.
Again, micro only?
Yes, sir.
How can you explain?
Up to 3 years, it is there. Same category will be continued.
Yes, sir.
And both the
For the
criteria
initial.
also not fulfilled, sir.
Yes, sir. Very important, sir. Okay. It does not exceed. Okay. Here's a 10 crores for small investment in plant and machinery or equipment does not exceed 1 crore and turnover does not exceed 5 crores in case of micro. In case of small, the investment in plant and machinery or equipment does not exceed ₹10 crore and turnover does not exceed ₹50 crore, which comes as small. So then why can't it comes under small only, na? Just check. Investment plant and machinery is 10 crores and the turnover has increased to 50 crores. Tell me, sir. Hello?
No, it is micro only.
Yes, sir.
As per that classification, upper we can keep it up to 3 years, same category.
Same category. Okay, sir. Okay. Because of that reason only, okay, this particular comes.
Sir, that one more I am having doubt that as per new
Yes,
that
sir.
one, that up to 10 crore one class, up to 10 years they are telling. What is that? That I.
Which one, sir? New class.
New classification that as per new that things up to 10 years we can consider in same category that type one circular they modify.
1 minute, sir. Let me check right now. Please go on. Because MSME policy, I couldn't find anything. Okay.
In general that is, sir, not
general
MSME.
maybe. Because MSME only we are discussing about now.
No. That is in as per MSMED Act, sir. This one.
Yes. Oh, as per MSME Act, maybe you have to receive the updated guidelines. It seems. Let me check tomorrow, and that's okay. Now then I'll come back to you. In case of graduation, I'll explain. In case of graduation of lower to higher degree, or reverse graduation, a communication is sent to the enterprise. That only is there. Okay, but the date and timeline is not provided in the policy. Let me check. MSME policy, there is no specific guidelines about that, sir. That period is also not mentioned specifically. Anyway, let me check that one because I prepared the question based on the policy only. Okay. 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 So we go for next question, sir. We go for next question.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now visible, na? Yes. Is it visible now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. What is the answer, sir? Which of the following charges are exempt from investment calculation? EMI to the bank, service charge to the bank, control panel on the machinery, extra transformer.
Extra transformer.
Extra transformer.
Okay, sir. Because this is the thing. We have only bank charges and service charges are waived. And similarly, the control panel installed not on the machinery, that only for is exempted from calculation. So extra transformer is the only answer. Like, okay, fine, sir. Okay, na? Question is for third. Next question will go. I think we go for 1 or 2 questions. We will go and close. One general question shall I ask, sir?
Yes,
What
sir.
is the sole criteria for identifying the informal micro enterprises? Anybody can answer. What is the sole criteria to identify the informal micro enterprises?
Without
Game assistant.
Sir?
without URC.
Without URC, no registration required.
Informal micro enterprises. What is the sole criteria to define an informal micro enterprise? URC is for MSME. Okay. So URC to register the MSME. So how will you define an informal micro enterprise? And what is the sole criteria for that? I explained specifically on that points on that day.
Udyam Assist portal.
That is Udyam Assist portal to register. So
Okay.
what is the definition? Sole criteria to define informal micro enterprises. I said on that day.
Sir, exempted from filing returns.
Exactly, sir. Exempted from filing returns under the Goods and Service Tax 2017.
Yes.
That is a most important point you have to remember. Informal micro enterprises can be registered under Udyam Assist portal and USC number you will get. But what is the sole criteria to define an informal micro enterprises? Which is nothing but exemption from filing returns. Those enterprises which are exempted from filing returns under Goods and Service Tax is called informal micro enterprise. Correct, sir? Done. Avijit ji? Avijit sir? Comrade Avijit? Comrade Avijit? Yeah, Avijit ji. Yeah, that's what. The 2 questions will it is already 10 o'clock now. Okay, tomorrow we'll have a session, detailed one. Okay, fine. I'll come with the questions. Yeah, see, the same topic only, but we have a more discussion on tomorrow. Okay, just have few questions for today and we'll close it because. Okay, now question is just asking, what is the percentage of annual growth for micro and small enterprises a bank should have as per Prime Minister Task Force? Sir, what is the growth? Yes, what is the growth, annual growth, the micro and small enterprises should, yes, lending to micro, 20%, great sir.
20%.
20%, okay sir, good sir. Next question will go. Yes, collateral free loans can be given to micro, small and medium enterprises. Is it true?
Yes.
False.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So only
It is true,
micro
it
and
is false,
No,
sir.
no, only micro and small.
Micro.
Yes, sir. Very good, sir. Good observation, sir. So medium will not come in case of normal loans, but in case of KVAC and PGP and EGP loans through KVAC, even medium loans, medium enterprises are eligible. Correct? Good.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So what is the sub target for the micro enterprises, sir? Out of the overall target?
7.50.
7.50.
7.5, sir.
7.5.
Yes, sir. 7.5. Okay. What is the share of bank and NBFC in case of the co-lending model, sir?
80%.
80-20.
Okay, sir.
80-20.
Fine, sir. What is the minimum loan amount for MSME CLM lab? 5 lakhs.
10 lakhs.
10 lakhs, sir.
10 lakhs.
10 lakhs, loans, 12 crores, 25 crores, 30 crores. Maximum loan amount in case of
10
MSME
crores, sir.
CLM lab.
10 crores.
10
10 crores, sir. Fine, sir. Yes. What is the maximum monitoring period in case of the MSME CLM lab? 3 months, 6. Okay.
3
months.
Good,
3 months.
Good observation, sir. Good observation, sir. So, what is the mode of sanction of CLM Samarth? Sanction? Mode of disbursement. Working capital, a term loan?
Term loan, sir.
Term loan, sir. Okay, fine, sir. What is the minimum What is the maximum tenure of the CLM Samarth, sir?
10 years.
36 months. 36 months.
36 months. Fine, sir. What is the agreement between the bank and the NBFC for signing for disbursing the loan? Name of the agreement. What is the name of the agreement between the bank and NBFC before lending any loan?
Assignment agreement.
Assigned agreement. Great, sir. Great, sir. Fine, sir. So, what is the name of the agency which is taking care of that digital co-lending platform in SAS package?
Red Avenue.
Red Avenue. Great, sir. Fine, sir. Fine. Who is the security trustee? Who is the security trustee in case of the co-lending model, sir?
NBFC.
Thank you. Great, sir. Sir, very good observation, sir. Thank you so much. I think I am doing at least some. Okay, what are all the names of the NBFCs, sir? If you can recollect.
Sir, India Bulls Commercial,
India Bulls.
Lending Card,
Hostel,
Yes, sir.
Lending Card,
Yes, sir.
lending card,
India Bulls.
India Bulls renting card, everybody telling. Other two.
Incred, sir. Incred.
Incred. Okay, great. Incred. Last one, sir. Proteum. Good, sir. So you keep it protein. So Proteum, Incred, lending card, India Bulls, sir. Fine, sir. All the four you have got. Okay, now what are the 3 MSME schemes in Jansamarth portal? 3 MSME schemes can be applied through Jansamarth portal.
PMMY,
PMMY, sir.
Yes, sir.
Annual.
Stand Up India,
Great, sir.
NULM.
NULM is SSG, na?
Yeah.
NRLM is a SSG. Is a MSME. Weavers credit card, sir.
We work credit card.
Weavers
Weavers credit card. So 3 MSME loans under the Jansamarth portal are PMMI, Stand Up India, Weavers credit card. Okay, what are all the 3 agriculture loans, sir?
PMFP,
Agriculture loans.
Agri infrastructure.
Great, sir.
Agri
PMFP,
Business and Agri Clinic.
Yes, sir. Actually, 2 agri infrastructure. One is agri market infrastructure. One is only agri infrastructure fund. Third one is agri clinic. That's it, sir. 3. Okay, na?
Okay.
Done, sir.
Okay.
And only 1 housing loan, PMAY. What are the 3 education loans which can be applied to Jansamarth, sir?
Sir, CSIS, sir. OBC.
Yes, sir.
OBC, Ambedkar.
And
One more.
Ambedkar, OBC, overseas studies.
Okay, sir. And name.
Pardesh,
One, CSI is okay. Ambedkar, okay. Yeah. Padav Pradesh, sir.
Padova.
Yes, sir. Fine, sir. Fine. Okay. Who is the authority who can reject Jansamarth loan applied to Jansamarth portal if the post falls under the AGM ROCAC, where ROCAC headed by AGM.
Lithium COCS.
DGM
Great, sir. Fine, sir. Thank you so much. I think you people have observed. Good, sir. Thank you so much. Okay. Who is the authority to reject loan for SC/ST applications, sir? MSME applications.
Next year.
Next hire.
Fine, sir. Whether the branch can reject the application of MSME customers?
No.
With concurrence of NHA.
Great. In exception to SC/STs, we can reject subject to concurrence of next authority, sir. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Done, sir. Fine, sir. Okay. Thank you so much, sir. I think. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acha, okay, done. Then what I can 5%? Shall I start? Okay. Fine, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Shall we start?
Okay, sir.
Okay, good. But what is the date of effect from is the new classification of the enterprises?
First October 24. TFAS.
Classification of the enterprise.
No, sir. 1st July 2020.
First
1st July
July
2020.
20, sir.
Yeah, sir. Who has told the answer first?
July
Avijit,
20.
did you notice? Saurabh ji, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Avijit. First question, Saurabh answered. 2% have answered correctly, actually. Investment 2020. The classification. This classification is come in effect as a 1/7/2020. Correct, na? Yes. Okay. Next question. Shall we go?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Fine. Get tough question. So I'm just going through some tough questions, sir. Just a minute. Okay. What is the section name for imposing penalty tax while declaring under URC? Section dash of the MSME Act. Someone said
27.
27.
Section
27. Avijit,
Section 24.
27, sir.
Section 27.
is correct answer. Yes, madam. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Next question will go.
27, sir.
We go next question. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Twenty-seven. Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, movie once again. What is the maximum? What is the
Sir, not audible.
what is the loan amount? What is the minimum and maximum? You know, now is it audible? Now is it audible?
No.
Is it audible now?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
10 lakh
Yes,
to
sir.
10
What is
crore,
the
sir.
Yes, sir. Good, sir. Can I start up? Good, sir. Amount fixed maximum
It's a lot of disturbances there.
amount fixed by the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, private sector. Lot of 1 second. I mute everybody. 1 minute. 1 minute.
The last
Okay.
chapter.
You can raise your hand and you can 1 second also. Okay, I read the question. What is the loan? What is the maximum loan amount? What is the maximum loan amount specified by the Ministry of Commerce and Industry to consider under private sector for a startup? Yes, sir.
50 crores.
Tiwari ji.
50 crores.
Yes, sir.
50
crores.
crores,
Good, sir.
sir.
So
50
difference,
50 crores,
yes,
sir.
sir. The difference between the Ministry of Commerce direction and the Canara startup is you have to note down, because you should not straight away think it is 50 crores. That is very important, sir. Fine. I think last question we can finish, sir. Avijit, sir. Hello. We can go last. Sir, both Tiwari ji and all the question has given all given right answer, sir. Oh, fine, sir. Okay. Last question we finish, sir. Tomorrow we'll go for a detailed session. Okay, sir. Whether the transportation charges from the port to the site of factory is excluded from calculation, sir?
Yes,
No,
sir.
sir.
No, no.
No, sir.
No, because it is import duty should be included, whereas exclusion is
Yes.
what? Exclude, yes. It is excluded. I'm asking excluded.
Not excluded, sir.
Not see, including imported machinery, import duty, it is excluding the transport expenses. So my question is whether the transportation expense from the port to the site is included in the calculation.
No, sir.
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
No, na? Fine, sir.
No,
Fine,
no.
sir. Fine, fine. Whether the technical know-how is excluded or included in the investment, sir?
Not included, sir.
Included, sir.
Not included. Sir, all giving right answer, sir. Avijit, sir.
Yes, sir.
Avijit, sir. First question, I think, was given. Based on that, you can take a decision because other questions all give right answers. Correct answers.
Yes, sir. First I have given.
Saurabhji. Okay, na? Okay, tomorrow we'll have detailed question answers. I'll come with the questions.
No, sir. You award both of us.
One more, huh? both of them, yeah.
Yes, sir. Because we all are asking right questions only. So 628,662.
Yes, sir. Sir, 5444449. Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, na?
Okay.
Yes, sir. Tomorrow and the questions I
Sir,
will
one
come
thing.
with. Yeah, tell me, sir. Tell me.
Sir, can we have a written like PDF of these question and answers?
Yeah, sir. I am preparing. See, actually, today is working day, na. So I came to
Okay, sir.
my home early and
Okay,
prepare
okay.
these
No
things
issues.
and all. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir. Yes,
tomorrow's
sir.
holiday. Today night, I will sit and prepare all the questions. I'll share all the
Okay, sir.
questions to you. Don't worry. Okay.
Okay,
I'll
sir. Okay, sir.
like CASA Products also will prepare tough questions only this time. Just have
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
for a brush up only ask these questions. Okay. Whether people are
Okay,
following,
sir.
whether my session is useful to you. Only I can only understand only. I mean that people are following only if you can answer some questions. Na. That is
Yes, sir.
what I
Yes.
wanted to confirm.
Okay.
So it is happening. At least people are following. Na. Whether I am
Yes, sir.
able to reach you, that you please. For that only these questions are asked. Tomorrow we'll have a tough question session. Don't worry, sir. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Done, sir. So any suggestions, any input, just give so that we can close for the day. Tomorrow we'll continue. The day time we'll share in the tomorrow morning, sir. Okay, na?
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yes, sir. Please. Comrade Avijit, I think Bennet sir is there, or he can conclude. Okay, fine. I think sir, Karia, yes, sir. Tell me, sir. Tell me, sir. You want to say something? Karia ji, hand is Karia, sir. Please tell me, sir. You raise your hand. Hello. I think. Okay, fine, sir. Okay. Yes.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tomorrow we'll continue. If possible, today night I'll inform. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, sir.
Good night, sir.
Good night, sir.
Good night, sir. Thank you.